you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes.
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the New York Giants and the Los Angeles Rams.
Set to kick off.
Which of these 0-3 teams will visit the win column for the first time? We'll see. We're underway here in Week 4. And that lands in the end zone, so the opening drive will begin at the 25. Time with Sony Michel. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He's tackled at the 29.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Out of the gun. Gone. That's caught by Jackson. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return, and the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. First carry for Raheem Mostert, and he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Josh Jackson, the former Iowa Hawkeye, made the play defensively.
2 yards.
2nd and 8 coming up.
It's 2nd and 8.
Throwing is Stafford. And first hook up to his all-pro tight end, Gronkowski. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
At the 46-yard line.
Stafford on 1st down. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
No gain.
Pass complete,
brings up 3rd.
but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch,
Yeah.
but still, no yardage. Okay.
That's complete to a speedy wide-out Goodwin. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 15-yard line. It'll be a 1st down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Back to the running game with Mostert. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. From the 2, here's 1st and goal.
That's another Rams 1st down.
Out of the gun, Stafford. That's caught at the 3. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Be able to fake.
Kenny Higgins, the ball is jarred free. And the Giants have it. It's picked up past the 10 to the 11-yard line. And that's where the return stops. So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through it, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
So they recover their own fumble. Now they face third and short. They'll run with Mostert. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Only a yard there, so it brings up fourth and goal. Defense didn't budge on third down. Now what are we going to see on fourth?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
They snap it to Stafford. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Marquise Goodwin, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead.
Next the score, Rams 7. Giants.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Handoff comes to Peterson. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48.
Ball carrier.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at their 48-yard line.
From just shy of midfield, Goff. Forced out to his left. He'll try and run it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Rams 7, Giants nothing.
Football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Sean Lee, the linebacker, able to get a hand in coverage.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
And some nice running going to get him down close to a first down at the Rams 39. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Brings up 3rd and
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Back to the ground. This time it's Peterson. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
a yard. It's 4th down.
Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. Now the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
From the 44, Stafford. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
And he's got his man here. It's Green. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Green's first catch of the game. Good for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They hand it off to Mostert, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Thompson. No gain on the play.
Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akeem Talib.
Talk about Akeem Talib. Technique is not the word that comes to mind, but don't worry about that. This guy anticipates as well as anyone in the league, and he did just that, picking off another pass.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
The ball carrier.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On 2nd down, Michel. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
For a giant.
We always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their play. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. He had a little bit of a turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. If that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Successful start to the the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. That right there, career catch number 541, and that's significant because it ties him with Hall of Famer Kellen Winslow, who also obviously played the tight end position.
Yeah, and helped revolutionize it when he was in San Diego. But how about what we're seeing right here? You talk about 541 catches at the tight end position. You talk about lofty territory, rare air. He has a lot to be proud of in his career.
On second down, Mostert is going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent game, but all for nothing on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Back to throw, Stafford. His throw incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Now a pass hauled in downfield, and they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On the handoff, this is Mostert. Terrell Suggs in on the tackle. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
2 yards on the pickup.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. He and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Marquise Goodwin with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. Here the Rams tack on to their advantage. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Rams 14, Giants nothing. Graham Gano set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Gronkowski, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again. Stafford looking again for Gronkowski. He's got him this time. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. As they get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On 1st down, Stafford here. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
Back at the 30.
So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Then open, it's Goodwin. Touchdown! Marquise Goodwin on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Rams add on to their lead.
The kick is...
I love watching Goodwin play. Of course, everybody knows the story of him being an Olympian. He's a long jumper, right?
Yes.
But you know that he has that athleticism, that big playability.
He certainly does. And not only was he an Olympian as a long jumper, married to a sprinter. How about that for speed in one family? And I love his end zone celebrations now. When he does go deep and beat someone for a touchdown, now he does the long jump as his celebration. Pretty cool deal.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw is gone. And yet again, Goff is intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. After the interception, here's Stafford. Going deep here for Allen. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Allen, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like you had green on that play.
Open man, Gronkowski complete. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Escaping the pressure right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
42-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Stafford. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They're really locked in on offense.
To
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
He was looking for Raheem Mostert there, and that'll bring up second down. To throw again, Stafford. He's able to out-muscle him here as he pulls it in. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Flush to his right. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. 4th touchdown pass of the game for Matthew Stafford. And the Rams add on to their lead.
Well, after another passing touchdown, I don't think it'd be an understatement to say that he's in the zone, and I believe he likes it.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 28-0.
Graham Gano set to
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Throwing on third. Goff. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And it's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Giants. Deshaun Jackson. His second touchdown on the season. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in the end zone. He'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Ball thrown downfield is taken in by his running back. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A pickup of 24, and that's where the play began, the 24-yard line. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Mostert, toss left side. Gets around him. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 50, Stafford. They'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. To throw on second down is Stafford. And look at the catch by Gronkowski. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 36. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And He'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
3 yards remain for second down. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll run the toss to Mostert. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Now the fifth-year running back, it's Jalen Richard. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the...
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown. Matthew Stafford does it again. 5 touchdown passes. And the Rams tack on to their advantage.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
2 yards the loss, second and 12.
At the 23-yard line.
On second and 12, Goff gets it to his running back, Cannon. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Trenton Cannon, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here, he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And it's starting to look like that 3-game losing streak is going to be a thing of the past here. Coming up, 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Credit Zadarius Smith, able to get through and make that tackle for a loss. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From the gun, here's Stafford. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
3rd and long, it's Stafford. He rifles one that's intercepted. still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Luck's good on the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
18-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the pick six we just saw makes things a little more interesting. Still, though, a two-possession game as they control their destiny in this fourth quarter. Flushed out right. Battle for him here, and this will be caught. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now a handoff to Richard. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And he'll bring this one inside the 35. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty's not going to help.
No. In these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
So a special teams mistake on the field goal try leads to a new set of downs inside the red zone. And this is complete. It's Allen. And it's stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. 2nd down now. 2nd and 10.
2nd and goal at the 10-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. Intercepted, making a turning point they need. Picked off by Akeem Talib. So there's a 2nd pick, but keep in mind, this is a guy who once had a rare 3-interception game in his career.
So what are you saying, that getting 2 in a game is like kid stuff for him? That's nothing. He's already done that, right? Been there, done that. You know he wants a 3rd again.
After the interception, here's Goff. They couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The Giants on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the gun. Gone. This is caught by Jackson. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. Play action. It's gone. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, his offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Richard on the toss. This will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
The 2-yard line.
2nd and 1 from the 2. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Jalen Richard, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And thanks to the interception, the Rams offense cashes in for 6. And it's up and good.
The score, Rams 42, Giants 21. Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. They throw right away, and it's complete out on the right side. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Sean Jackson.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. He's going to let it fly. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. He finds Humphreys. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. On 1st down, gone. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. The former Pro Bowl linebacker Anthony Barr there to jar it free. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off play action. Here's Goff. Eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. Jared Goff. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Gronkowski, the intended receiver, and now it's 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. And this is incomplete. Gronkowski again, he was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Akeem Talib. And nothing there on the return. They got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 4-yard.
On 1st and 10, Goff. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Here's 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
From the gun, here's Goff. He's going to let it fly. Going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
For Deshaun Jackson. Incomplete.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Desperation time for Goff on 4th. And it's a safety. Goff got buried in the end zone. He couldn't get rid of it. And this defense has been smothering all game long. Why not give them 2 more points here in the closing minutes?
Well, they've certainly earned it. They've gotten the better of this offensive line for 4 quarters, and this sack here will just be a little icing on the cake.
Today's final score.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Los Angeles, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first one of the season here in Week 4. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Los Angeles, so long, everybody.